Traveling to different cities and towns within the United States creates memories that last a lifetime. Smaller cities within the United States are creating initiatives to ensure travelers enjoy their time within their towns.
Travelers represent to cities what mother-in-laws or grandparents represent to families. It's a chance to show off just how good things are. We like to put our best foot forward, just like we clean the house when mama's coming to visit. But in addition, travelers are like that automatic update that our computers go through when we turn them back on. They let us know what's the latest as far as technology needs in hotels. They let us know what they like to do for entertainment, what types of food are popular. So it's our chance to reconnect with the outside world, no matter how well we think we've been doing things beforehand.
For any visitor, what they're looking for when they're traveling or going somewhere else other than where they're living is a new experience. And so historically, that's always been new shopping opportunities, new culinary experiences, entertainment. But more and more lately, people are looking for arts and cultural experiences. And so really a lot of things like public art, art spaces, ways to take in and consume art. That includes live music events, those sorts of things that they're not going to necessarily see or get where they're living. Even if it provides those things, it's a different experience. And so a lot of times communities are really coming together then to provide those experiences.
By developing a story, cities can grow who they are and their city. When a cooperative group can come together with a variety of resources, skills, and expertise, it enhances a community's sense of identity and story.
I think it's really important for a community to have a story because it ends up being the message that goes out to the rest of the world about who the community is, what they believe in, what their values are. And so that story really becomes the marketing material for that community, whether it's attracting visitors or attracting people to come live and grow and play in the community. It's also important within the community to have this collective story that tells them who they are. It kind of offers this feeling of belonging, and it creates a civic pride within a community. When you're proud and you feel like you're connected and you belong in a community, then it becomes a place that you want to improve upon.
There are 4 legs of development in a city. There's city government, business and industry, social support agencies and philanthropy, and the everyday citizen. Each one of these legs has its own unique attributes and talents. It has access to capital, access to different types of capital. Each works at its own speed, and each knows what it wants to achieve as a sign of success. When a community gets together and agrees on priorities and policy, all 4 of these legs can work together. What we've done in Salina over the last 20 years is prove that what would appear on the surface to be very different types of organizations can all achieve their goals if they are working together. We don't compete with private business. We don't build and operate brick and mortar businesses, but we like to facilitate those so that our community development is enhanced.
When a city works together to enhance its community, it not only attracts visitors, but most importantly, makes the community better for its citizenry. Salina, Kansas is the Midwest's best mid-sized community with beautiful green landscapes and a strong art scene. Salina strives to improve its community through partnerships by enhancing new businesses, the culture, and the economy while embracing its current community.
So I think Salina being so collaborative and so cooperative as a community and really coming together collectively like we have makes us super attractive to either visit or come live in because we do have this sense of collaboration and cooperation. People feel like they belong here immediately because there is just everywhere this sense of we're all in this together. And having that sense of being kind of, again, all in the same boat, I think it really just offers this feeling to anybody, whether they're a visitor or they're looking to come live here, that I could belong here or I do belong here.
Salina, Kansas is working to create a community that embraces and supports its citizens through powerful initiatives. Looking to create a strong sense of community, Salina started Love Salina to ensure that all feel welcome.
I'm super proud of the challenges that we are addressing. I've also been lucky enough to be a planner, city planner for 20 years, and in visiting different communities, working with different communities, they all have a certain general level of need. It's kind of like Maslow's hierarchy of need. And so that really boils down to, is the environment clean? Are there good schools? Do people feel safe? And is the cost of living reasonable? And those same things apply here in Salina, and we have worked so hard to address those. And I think one of the things that's amazing is in the last 5 to 7 years, we realized if we wanted to grow, we wanted to be a place that people would come, we had to address these types of needs. So our schools, we did over $100 million bond initiative just 6-7 years ago that has really changed our school district and given our kids the best that they could have. As far as clean air and clean water, our community made the choice to go smoke-free, so many of our public spaces, our restaurants, have cleaner air both for the employees and for our citizens. We're currently working on a major river renewal project that will really open up the river to not only recreation, but a higher quality of environmental impact for everything around it, which is really important, and it will be a legacy project that all of us will feel. When it comes to cost of living, that is a struggle for everyone in this country right now, but as a community, we have worked really hard to address housing particularly. You know, that's that essential need, right? Do you have a safe place to live and raise your family? And so whether it's economic incentives or working with developers to bring product to the community that we need, we're actually currently working on a $25 million RFP to get apartments to the community that we haven't really had, hopefully about 500. We haven't had that kind of new multifamily development since the 1950s when the Air Force Base was here.
What Love Salina means is that whether you're experiencing our vast green spaces and parks, whether you're enjoying our cultural experiences downtown and the public arts, whether you're being entertained within the theater or the symphony here, there's all sorts of ways to love Salina. And for us, it just became, instead of trying to articulate all of that, to simplify it into a really simple phrase that encompasses all of that. And for us, that's Love Salina.
I think what we're all working towards is creating that sense of place. And I know people use that term sometimes, placemaking, and it's a very isolated moment. But for some place like Salina, and there are a lot of communities like this, particularly in the middle section of the country, we have to work at that. This isn't about a big mountain. This isn't about a big lake or a beachfront that kind of draws everybody in that you can use as that sense of place. We have to create that place. But most importantly, it's about seeing your future. And that's what we want. We want a sense of place where people see their future in Salina.
To find out more, visit www.imaginesalina.com.